and it's welcome back to another video. Today I've got a deja vu here. I did this last week. We've got Bidfood at Cannock, Worcester. Nothing much I can do about that. I only went yesterday and I'm going again today, so it's kind of creeping up a little bit, doesn't matter. And I am back out in DBR. I quite like DBR, I don't know why, but I just do. So yeah, this should be a good adventure. I mean, when we last went to Bidfood at Cannock, I thought the staff was really friendly. They were always having a laugh and a giggle, and to be honest with you, I was in and out in the space of like 30 minutes, which I thought was a bit of a result. Again, I would like to say a massive thank you to all the people that take the time to watch my videos. It really does mean the world to me, that, so thank you. So yeah, so all I gotta do now is I've got to go a quick vehicle check over, go and collect the trailer, and I will start the show. So let's go to Cannock, see what we can see today. Woo! So all the vehicle checks have now been done, and I am now ready to set off. I forgot to mention there was a few questions that came up via the social medias to basically ask me what was going on. Number one is they asked me would the names be going on the 24 plate trucks and the older trucks. I can't answer that question. I'm so sorry, I really don't know it, because the problem is I don't know how the naming system works. It is really lovely to see it finally come back. Really it is. It's that is so great to have. The app itself, I don't actually use the app, if you can believe this or not. I just don't. I really should do, but I don't. I just don't. I don't know why, but I just don't. So the second question is, how many trucks do we actually have here at Irons Beans? Now, truthfully, the answer is I can't answer that question either, because we don't actually have a board up on the wall, you know, with all the keys laid on it. So I was thinking maybe there's got to be about 10. I've driven about 8 of them here at this so far. The best one I've driven, there's 2 I quite like here at Irons. I do like the DBR, which is the one I'm in today. It's a tag axle. I mean, it just feels so familiar to drive this to the one I used to drive for Eddie Starbuck when I was flying up and down the country and doing thousands of miles per week. And EUZ, only because it's got a bit of speed behind it. And sometimes when you get stuck in all the heavy traffic and you think, I just want to go home, please let me go home. It really does matter. But yeah, I think that was it for all the questions. If I think of any more, I will gladly obviously let you know. Like I said, I've only ever seen, I've seen 2 names on the front. I've seen Twiggy and I've seen Sobered it, but I don't think it was an official name. And it really is good to see the name system come back, and it is good that you all have an app as well, so you can track all the WSs. I mean, the good old days and when we used to all run round. I mean, I am a victim of this. I was always running round on the old Store-bought app trying to find the local trucks to my house. I listened. I started as a spotter. I obviously evolved from there. So yeah, so as I said, all the vehicle checks are done, and all we got to do now is just down the Cannock. The traffic is building up slowly. I think it's due at 9 o'clock, so let's crack on down the road. And here we are now as we leave the Wigan site. We just need to get around this next bend, and then we're leaving the Wigan site. I've got almost 6 pallets on board. Should be a nice. I shouldn't be that long in Cannock. So yeah, it's just a matter of flying down there, getting these pallets off, and then seeing what holds up the lot. But yeah, so I hope everyone's all right. I've had a good 2 days in. Monday we had a multi-dropper, and then Tuesday yesterday we went to where did we go? Oh yeah, went to BFC distribution, the customer with no name. And today, like I said, we got Cannock and Worcester again. Now And every time I watch back my own videos, I always seem to say the same stuff. Matt, stop moaning about Worcester. It's not that bad. Listen, I don't have a problem with Worcester. I really don't. I like Worcester. The crew down there are absolutely spectacular. Every time we get there, they go, "Oh God, you're back again," and you start to laugh because you know at the end of the day, it's good when you get a set of people that actually recognise you on a day-to-day basis, and it is good that, and I do love that, and I don't mind going. I really don't mind going. In fact, I will gladly go, but not every day. Every other day maybe, yeah. But I suppose today's my day. They did say yesterday though when I arrived, they did say it was absolutely busy as hell, and I was like, oh, this is the tight bit again. So I mean, the white car is going to have to slow down a bit. He actually put his hand up to say thank you. It's so bad. It's so bad this, but we're through. I didn't scratch the truck up in the bushes. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, they were saying they're absolutely swamped, just swamped up busy, which is fine. There's no arguments for me on that one. If I have to go multiple days, I have to, into it. I mean, it just is. I don't know how many trucks they had in there yesterday, because you didn't mention it. I've got my reference number for today's collection, and yeah, I've been to, like I said, because obviously we have been to this Bidfood at Cannock. I was there last week, and it only took half hour to tip it. I'm expecting about half hour again today, because it's actually a lot less pallets than I took last week. I took about 10 last week, taking 6 this week. But it doesn't matter in the long run. We're heading in the right direction. I don't need Appleton today, due to the fact that I've got enough blue in the truck I refueled on last night. So I reckon it should be. I think I should be back in the yard tonight at a nice reasonable time. I think I should be back for about. I reckon I should be back for about 5:45 tonight, and all the rest of it. So yeah. So let's plough on down to Cannock, and then let's see what happens when we get down there. I'll see you down there. Ooh. Yeah, now as we come off now for Cannock, it's been a nice run down. I didn't get that much traffic around Appleton, which is quite shocking. That actually, that's going to be the first ever time I'm ever going to say that on one of these videos. It was a really nice run down. Plenty of WS lads, plenty of waving and flashing away. I love that. I just love that. When I used to work for Eddie, you flash most of the drivers. I'd say half of them didn't even bother. And I'm not slaughtering any of them, saying oh they're all miserable at all. It's just, you know, I don't know. It just because the trucks all look. And I'm not nasty when I say this. They all look the same. As every other company near enough. That's probably why. But this one with the WS colours, it's the blue just stands out and it's absolutely spectacular. You're like, ah, yep, that's one of mine. Ding ding ding. So yeah, we're just, like I said, we've just come off now for Cannock. So all we got to do now is just basically just nurse it in now to Bidfood at Cannock. I'm looking forward to this. It's a good sight. Like I said, I was here last week, and the crew here was absolutely spectacular. I was in and out in about 20 minutes. With today, we're only having 6 pallets. I mean, obviously that shouldn't take them too long compared to the Liverpool one. Oh, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, let's just get around this. Come on, I don't know what that car was doing then. It slowed down then as soon as it got in front of me. That was a bit weird. What? That car was in wrong lane. The right lane I was in is the only one to turn. Oh my god. Okay, Mr. Impatient. Don't know what all that was about, but I understand you don't want to sit behind a truck. Respect that, but don't drive like that. But like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, all we got to do now is just go around the corner, get it into Cannock. I've not even seen any like trucks. Weird. We are now as we approach the Cannock area. Well, the final stretch of it, because we are still in Cannock. I already said that. But yeah, so like I said, we are now just like I said, just making our way down now towards the area that we need. I just don't believe how quiet the roads are this morning. It's wow, that Sainsbury's there is 180.9. I did think the diesel was going to re-creep back up again. Ugh. That's not a good sign, is it? The diesel re-creeping back up again. It's only just come down in price. 180.9. Walking and docking. Yeah, so just got one left turn here now to do up the hill, and then we just got to turn right where Unilever is and Bidfood's at the very end. Yeah. And it's going to be another nice day, so I think the jumper's going to be coming up in a minute. I don't even know why I'm still wearing the jumper, to be honest. I never get why I wear it for work, when I wear it for driving. But here we are now as we make the final stretch. Each ouch. This road is absolutely goose. I'm just to stall that out and then we'll make our way in. Don't recognise the driver, but right, let's get on. Here we are now as we approach Bidfood at Cannock. I couldn't even think of its name now, and I've said it that much as well. So we turn left here, second gate, press the intercom, they'll let me in, and then it's just a matter then of getting on the bay, getting unloaded, see what happens here. That is it. We've just finished tipping in out at Bidfood at Cannock. I tell you what, I absolutely love that. I'll go every day of the week. 18 minutes I was on that bear. Now that is the way to do it. I absolutely love that. So we've just pulled up outside. I'm a little bit early to go down to Worcester. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a break now. But I'm going to have another break on the way up, which is not a bigger issue. I don't think it'd be a big issue. My problem is I could possibly go down to the site now, which is a possibility. But then if it's not ready, I'll be just taking up vital space in the yard, and that's my process part to it. But yeah, no, I really do enjoy going to Bidfood here down here at Cannock. I think the staff there are absolutely spectacular. There's some sites I go to and I think, wow, I'll come here every day if I can. And like I said, twice I've been there in under 30 minutes on both times. So it's the thing is, they're not that busy. I was speaking to them, I said, how are you? Because I used to work, boy, if you can believe this or not, in my last job, I used to work for a company called Oliver K Produce. And they said, oh, we're putting you through for your class 2, and I'm like, okay, why am I getting a class 2 licence? And they sent me to the writing site. It didn't last long before I started like saying, no, I don't want to do this, because I didn't actually sign up for that kind of work. The LBK work was easier. But yeah, so we are tipped. It's gone sunny as hell. I've even taken my jumper off. I'm doing a little dance every day because I'm parked up outside. So let's have a cheeky break and then we'll make our way down there. Today's going to be a good day, I can feel it. Today's going to be a good day. And here we are now as we approach Worcester. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a really, really good run down there. I always have a good run coming down here. It just is. I do love coming here. That's one of the worst parts. I do love coming here. I just like a variety of different changes. But yeah, no, that's not too bad. Like I said, it was a nice looking run down. I forgot about the roadworks here. Just get around this next bend and we'll move over, as there is a bit of roadworks right here. But yeah, it is really nice to come down here again. And you know, like I said to you, I do get on really, really well with the crew here. So I understand why I come down here so much. It's very, very busy. I was working out last night. I think I've been to the sauce factory now at least 15 times in the space of the 8 weeks I've been here at WS. So that averages out to be about what, 2 times a week. Last week didn't help. We went 4 times last week. Now this is I'm in my 3rd day today. I've been here twice. So yeah, so let's get rid of the roadworks. Let's get onto the site. Here we are now as we make our right turn onto the street. So let's get on this street now. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, we've got people reversing. That's a good start, I guess. It's a good start, I guess. We'll pass the car through and then I'll look around. There's no way leaving him up at curb. Let's get up here. I can see a cross car, a white car coming at us. They're going to be reversing backwards. No, they're not going to reverse backwards. Yeah, there we go. They're trying to get out road now the best they can. My truck's trying to tell me we're going to collide with them, but we're not. Oh, that was a bit tighty right here, but we're in there. Oh, there's a truck right there at corner unloading as well. Ooh. That's not a good sign. I can't see anything through the windows, so we're just going to have to commit to it. He's obviously got that road for us. That was a nice enough gesture on his behalf there, I think. Oh, there's a lot more cars today. Everything's moving over, best we can do. But it's, as I said, it's one of those where I'm kind of thinking, this street, oh, it isn't it and missing it. Alright, so let the other car come down the road here, because obviously we want to turn right onto the site. So let them come down, there's 2 of them now. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. And splash them up, because I don't even think they knew what they were doing. They kind of stopped at Middleton Road, no flash. So thank you. You did. That was nice of you. So let's turn into the site and let's see what's going on. Let's see. And we're here way too early, but it is only 12 o'clock. So let's go in. Let's see what's going on. So that's a good start. We've arrived here at Worcester to collect our load. I've been into the office. I've just said, I'm here for my collection. He went, yeah, collection at 5 o'clock. Wait, what? So they reckon he can load it a bit earlier. Like they said, can you give us about another hour? I'm like, mate, spot on for me. So we're just going to go and chill out there, I think. Wait for them to, well, I don't know, wait for them to produce something or give me something. I don't know if I'll be coming next week. He just said the production line's down next week due to training and all that, which I quite like, you know what I mean? Always good to be trained up in stuff, because at the end of the day we all get sharper by more training. So me in the truck, as you can see, we're just parked up here now. I think he's waiting for his manager to come back, if I'm being honest. He said he's just gone on his break, it'll be about 40 minutes. I'm like, as long as he wants. So what I'll do is I'll wait till about 1 o'clock, we'll go in and see what happens. He thinks there's enough pallets to go right now. But like he said, he can't make that call because this is meant to leave at 5. If this is a 5 o'clock collection, I can't stay until 5. I started at R6. It's roughly just under 3 hours back to where I've got to go. And even if I was leaving here at 5, I'd never make it back. And I know I used to be a tramper, but I don't want to go back to sleeping in the wagon. So, let's go watch a film. Or maybe have a nap. Getting old, do you know what I mean? Need a granddad, I need an old man nap as my kids keep calling it. So, let's go and chill. Saying that, I might have my dinner. As you can see, we're on the bay now being loaded in now at Worcester. Even though the collection's at 5, it's ready. Like they sent it, they've got stock ready to go. He just said, back up there, we'll load you. I'm like, okay, no problem. So it's about 1:30ish. Roughly takes about 40-50 minutes to load me up. So should be leaving here for about 2:20. Nice and easy, that. What we like to see. So all we got to do now is just basically wait now till the wagon is fully loaded. They'll come out with the paperwork, and then we can go back to Hines. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm hoping, like I just said, I'm hoping not to be coming back here. I'm not being nasty, but do you know what I mean? Give me something different. But I can't moan it. A lot of people might say, well, can you not just ask for something else? It don't work like that here. So yeah, so all I got to do basically is wait. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Hello from Worcester. As you can see, it's nice blue skies today. No raining. Did I tell you yesterday? I finished up wrapping. I got back to Hines and it lasted down. I didn't have a jacket on because I put it all in my car. As soon as I stepped out door after doing my debrief with the office, it stopped raining. But I was absolutely drenched from head to toe. I had got to be the most unlucky bugger. So, let's see what tomorrow brings. Hello, welcome back. Today is another day. Oh, we got a good day today. We got 2 local jobs today, which is kind of taking me by surprise because normally on a Thursday I'm going to Worcester or I'm going on to Tesco's or I'm going distance. So I'm kind of thinking, 2 local jobs on a Thursday, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine by me. So the first job we've got, we're going to Greeny King in Middleton. It's actually a true fact. I actually know where this place is, so I don't actually have to go, I don't know where this is, and start panicking because I've never been. I used to collect from a place across the road, can't remember what the customer's called, for the old ESL days, and I used to always go, oh, I eat at them restaurants because I do like a good Greeny King for my tea with the missus. Because why not? You know what I mean? I love a good chicken tikka and Hunter's burgers and stuff. But yeah, so we're going to be delivering there in the Middleton depot. I'm liking it. I know a lot of people are still very upset about the way I pronounce Worcester. I apologise. So all I can do about that is apologise over. But yeah, so this should be interesting. Like I said, when we've done the Greeny King, we've then got to come back to the depot, trailer swap, and then we have got an Asda at Warrington. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have preferred not to go to Asda Warrington for finishing up the video, but we go wherever the work tells us to go. And I'm also, if you can believe this or not, back out in DVR. This is the first time I've driven this. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I celebrated a good milestone in this one yesterday. I've driven 2,000 miles in this truck, and do you know what it is? I do like this truck. I love this truck. I won't even lie to you. I mean, if you said you want that as a set truck, which I know I do not get a set truck, I'd be like, yes, just give it me. You know what I mean? Because I actually quite think this is easier to drive than the mid lifts. I don't know what it is because I'm so used to the tag. So yes, so that's all good. So as I said, we are now going to start vehicle checking the truck. Well, the trailer's not ready just yet, and then I've got, like I said, I've got a 9 o'clock to this destination, which is absolutely fine by me. And then we'll get over to Asda. I'm due at Asda in the afternoon about 3 o'clock. It's not too, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, I always bank on 2 hours in Asda Warrington. Always have done and always will do. And then I should be back here for roughly about 6ish. I'm finishing by the time I've just started now, 7 o'clock, which is what I want. Yesterday when I left Worcester, because the collection was meant to be collecting mega late, and we did get it on quite early-ish. I had all the traffic as I was coming up around Appleton was really bad. So let's stop waffling and let's get on with the job. Let's go to Greeny King. Woo! I wonder if I get a free meal. Let's ask him. And that is it now as we leave the Wigan area for the first drop. I don't see today being much of a bad day. Last minute indicator. Come on. Yeah, I don't see today being such a bad day, to be honest. I see it being a nice chill one. The rain could be a bit of an issue at Warrington, but as I said, it's not too bad. As I said, it should be nice. I think it'd be a chill day. There's no rushing involved. Saying that, I never rush for anyone. Me, this is why, you know, at the end of the day, I always say to people, when you rush, mistakes happen. That's why I won't rush for anyone. So yeah, so the first drop, Greeny King, like I said, I've just double checked the postcode and stuff, and it is the right one I'm talking about. Statesville Industrial Estate in Middleton, right in the bottom corner. Yeah, I thought so. We went over, we up the trailer, and the partner were like, "Oh, can you continue with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that makes my job a little bit easier anyway, mate. I can strap it down properly." I mean, because he was closing curtains, I'm like, "Great," and then we just left it there. So yeah, so all we gotta do now, like I said, is just get out of Wigan. Realistically, that's all we gotta do. Just escape, and then we can just continue on down the road. Who's in one of the WS boys? That's actually the 75 plate. I've never actually driven that one yet. I think there's 2 in the yard I've not driven. There's that 75 plate and there's another one, I can't remember its registration plate. It does look the part. Over in the bushes a little bit. This narrow bit is really narrow. Oh, the white cars go over the back. Say thank you to him. You'd think to just trim back the bushes and maybe, I don't know, maybe just cut into the curve a little bit. It's not like there's a pedestrian walkway on the left there. So yeah, so let's get down here. It won't be a bigger issue as like next week, because we won't be coming this way due to the fact that the 7th per week it's shut. All this road, this bit. I think it's just this little bit here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. I start asking silly questions in Wigan as they're digging up half of the town centre. I mean, I was going home last night and we go up and we're like, "Oh, can you just go and do this for a few errands?" Because I finished quite early-ish. Well, I finished by about 7ish. Like, yeah. And it just took me about an hour to do like a couple of miles, and I'm like, "Are you joking?" Because there's roadworks everywhere in Wigan. Right, so let's start waffling. Let's get over to Middleton. See you there. So we are just about to come up here now for Middleton, and it is absolutely raining. The weather does not know what it wants to do. Ugh. It was like this last night. I went out for a nice meal with my missus, and yeah, and it just started pulling it down when we walked out the door. I thought, oh great. So we carried that a little bit back because we didn't take a coat or nothing. You know, we were meant to be in summer, but oh well, we live and we learn. So yeah, we're just coming up here now for Middleton. It's been a nice glide down. I got a little bit of traffic jam coming up to 62 to the M60, which is always predictable, especially at this time in the morning. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, and it wasn't. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So let's back off the van in front. We're getting a little bit too close. It's kind of slowing down. I'm doing 38 miles per hour. Don't really understand it. Bit of rain and everyone slowed down. So I will speak to you when we get to Stakes Hill, which is round the corner. So here we are now as we come off now for Stakes Hill estate. You see there? I've actually slept on here once, and there's a nice company shop in here. Not been here for a while actually, company shop. Just been too busy. I might have a little nip over to a company shop on Saturday actually. See what good bargains you have in there. So let's get down here, get on to the States and Industrial Estate. And we have just come off now, and we're just going to go down here. One left turn and one on the estate. The roads are really quiet. I'm very impressed. And we'll have to see what we can see on the industrial estate now when we go on. And we'll just see what's going on down here. Like I said, I know where this place is. I have, like I said, I used to deliver to a customer across the road. Torritelli, I think it's called. I can't remember its name now. It's something like they do, like Tesco's plastic tubs and stuff. That was quite impressive, to be honest with you, when we used to take them up to Middleton, Teesside, or Middlesbrough, whatever. Middleton. Yep. So here we go now as we go on to this here. So let's indicate here as we go on to the estate. And we have a Scania right there. I've not got a left indicator on anymore, so it's not telling people warning this vehicle is turning left. So it's nice and quiet on here. Oh, it's like a really bad turn out there, but he's got it. Penny, why does that sound familiar to me? That one about, it looks like one of Slovat's old bingy, one of Slovat's old bingy ones, that. Wow, everything else is coming down there behind him. Walker's Transport, if you know, you know. Been unloaded right there in the middle of the road. Say what, gotta love the people have no concept sometimes. These should have bowed out in front. So let's, and then obviously I just turned right and it's at the bottom of the road here. I'm a little bit too early, so I think we're going to take a little detour, turn left here, and we'll be pointing the right way for the drop, because it's just at the bottom of that road there. But we'll turn left and we'll go round the estate, because at least then it'll build up a little bit more time for me to basically. Wow, look at all these cars here. I think last time when I said I slept here, I think I slept right down the left. Pigeon there guiding me in. Yep, thank you. The company shop. I have been there. It's a nice place to be. And obviously we're just going to turn left here. It's indicate left. I don't need to indicate left, but it's indicate left. It's just nice, I think. So here we are, yeah. So here we are now as we approach Greeny King in Middleton. Apparently this place is here on the left hand side. Just right next bend in it. I'll pause it with this one here on the left. Is it this one? Probably the other, isn't it? I think it's this one, yeah. Greeny King, there you go, the flags are flying. So let's go in here, let's see what's going on. And let's see how this one pans out. So that's, but yeah, Greeny King, yeah. I used to do a collection from the one across the road, so let's see what happens when we get in here. we've just finished tipping in out at the Greeny King. I just want to point this out to you. What is that all about? They've got a door with no steps. Is that what they do when you've been naughty? Get out the door. Yeah, it wasn't too bad here. Around here at 9 o'clock. It's not there for about 10 past. It's only 10 o'clock. Couldn't more than that. Nice and simple. The staff here were quite friendly. I forgot to pass up my IBs, and one of the guys put in the truck there just behind me in the daft. He said, "You're just passing up your IBs." I went, "Oh, thank you," because you know, I forget. You know, it's silly I get, but yeah, we're all tipped. I'm very, very impressed with this place. It's nice. It's a nice big yard. I mean, plenty of room to manoeuvre, and that's what you want. These new yards now, they're building them so tight in, and you're like, you know what I mean? This is a truck, not a van. But yeah, no, that door made me laugh. I don't know why, it just did. It's made me laugh. I walked past it about 3 or 4 times. So yeah, so all tip. Let's get back to Wigan. Let's get the next job on. Asda Warrington. Let's go. And that's it now as we're leaving Greeny King. Not too bad. I was just talking to the yard shunter there. Nicest bloke. Gets talking to him for a little bit. He was just telling me that they're quite busy at present time. I'm like, I bet you will be at this set time. And here is the customer in question. As I was saying, we used to deliver right here. I'm just going to pull up here because I forgot to do my paperwork before I left, so I've got to sort that out. I don't think the customer here will mind if I just block it up for about 2 minutes or so. But yeah, wasn't too bad actually. Really easy, and the customer itself was quite nice. That's what we like to see, don't we? That's a nice start to a Thursday. I'll see you back at Wigan. So we've just finished having our break here outside Wigan. It's an industrial estate, parked on a W line, but it's broken. So I was alright. I've only had about a 50-minute break, so I'm alright. And the traffic rider would have said, "Can you move?" But I would have just moved. If I have plenty of time to go and move it somewhere else. Yeah, so the trailer in general, we've now changed it. I did have the beans on earlier, now we have the, I think this one's soup. What's that soup? It's actually a cool story, this one. Yesterday when we was at Worcester, this is actually the dead same trailer. It's been emptied and reloaded for Asda at Warrington. So my break is, well, like I said, the break finished about 10 minutes ago. I'm just waiting there because it's not due till 3 o'clock at Asda. I can go in a little bit early, which I think we're presenting about 1:45ish. Just go in, basically see what the story is. But yeah, that's what I'll show you when I'm outside here at Wigan. So let's rock and roll down to Asda. Should be it should be a decent drop, this one. About 3 o'clock-ish, it's normally not that bad. About 4 or 5 o'clock, bedlam. But about 3-ish, it shouldn't be that bad. I'm predicting about 2.5 hours in there. No rush. I've only got that and I'm done. Nice and simple. So yeah, so me and the truck will now be making our way up to Wigan. Sorry, to Asda at Warrington. Let's go. So here we are now as we leave the Wigan area towards Asda. Oh, I've just had a nice break. So it's just a matter now of just getting up the road and just basically getting to Asda. That's all it basically is, isn't it? And then we can finish today. I do predict I'm going to be in Asda for roughly around about 2.5 hours. I always bank on 2.5 hours here. I don't want to rip against Asda because I don't. I've been here many times with BSL. The problem is the paperwork. It always takes forever. It's the new system. Now I don't know because like I said, I've not once been at WS. I'll be very, very honest, I haven't. So that might have all changed since the last time I was here. So all I can do now is just go and then we'll just see how the situation still is. I still honestly think the paperwork will probably be the longest thing. They tip you out as the Warrington quite quickly. They get you on a bit, boom, 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 and they do it. It's rapid. That's one thing. I mean, I'll tell you who's really, really good for that. Asda at Chepstow. My God, you don't even blink, you're on a bay, and by the time you blink, you're in the area, and it's the paperwork that you have to wait for. It's a shame, really, but we take each job as it comes. So here we are now. Like I said, we're just flying through the Wigan area now, and I'll see you at Asda. So here we are now as we approach Asda at Warrington. We're obviously going to follow it here from Warrington West. It should look very familiar from last week's Thursday video as we went to Iceland at Barbridge, because it's on the dead same estate. Asda's just first. yeah, like I said, it shouldn't be too bad this. I mean, it should be just a matter of just going in. I'm not expecting it to be empty. That's something I'm definitely going on. I always say 2.5 hours at every Asda. Minus Wakefield, but it ain't a big site. This one is a big one. So yeah, we're going to be coming up here now at the next junction, and we'll be at Asda. So here we are as we go up the slip road. This one is really tricky, because you've got to read the road for where you got to go, because four lanes becomes like, it's really weird. I'm not going over a line. Stop crying. You know what I mean? But yeah, as you can see there, we're going to follow it for Omega South. See it on the road coming up now. Obviously the first one is for Gemini, and all the rest in Warrington and Omega South, and then you got Omega North on the right hand side. A lot of people just don't look and they just go straight over. No, everyone's been sensible today. Sensible indeed. Oh look, it's looking very busy coming up Omega. As you can see, loads and loads of trucks coming off the estate. Massive is Royal Mail on here. Amazon obviously has a massive presence on here. Even Domino's has a massive presence on here. So we basically just want behind Domino's, as that's where it is. That's where Asda is. I can see the sign, but I don't know if it comes up on the camera there then. But Asda there, we're just in the background. So one of the S500 there, that was very nice. But yeah, so and we've got to present ourselves to Asda, present ourselves to the gods of Asda, and see what kind of punishment they're going to give us today. I'm looking at the bays, they all look full. This is always like this at Asda. That is one thing, it's so efficient. Every bay is never empty. They're taking loads of deliveries every couple of minutes. So here we are, Asda at Warrington, as we turn into the site to do our final drop of the day. Right lane, yep, goods in, and we'll present ourselves to the Asda. So we've just now arrived here at Asda at Warrington. Bit of a weird one that. I put the code in at the gate, told me we arrived late, but I was told this was a 3 o'clock delivery. It's 10 to 3 now, so how can I be late? But I don't know, maybe it was, doesn't matter. We'll be in here now. I've just got to go into the office now, report into the office and see what's going to happen next. The bays are quite busy. It's actually don't look that busy on the off the bays here. It looks really quiet. That's a good sign, I think. So yeah, so all we can do now is just go report to the office. Well, the paperwork is here, and say I've got delivery, and they'll say right, no problem, drive. And I hate that. I hate that when they call you a drive. So yeah, so all we got to do now is report, like I said, report to office and see what happens next. See what bay I'm going on. Doesn't look like much is happening. Could be a shift change. Could be a matter of anything really, couldn't it? So let's to the office. So that is it. We've just wrapped up here now at Asda at Warrington. I arrived here at 3 o'clock. I was on the bay for 4. Tipped in minutes. I'm very impressed. And I'm now leaving at 25 to 5. And that is it. That is the end of the day for me. I will be finishing today for about 6 o'clock. Nice, simple, early finish. I've got a few errands I've got to run anyway, so I can deal with the early finish. It doesn't particularly bother me. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm hoping to be back next week with some more adventures. I'll see what I'm doing for tomorrow. If I'm doing something, like maybe a little bit more exciting, I might blog it again. I'm not quite sure on that one. We'll see what tomorrow brings us yet. But again, I'd like to say a massive thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing, and it builds up my channel for people doing. The amount of likes I've had off the videos has been incredible, and I would like to say a massive thank you to you all for watching the videos. I don't promote them enough, so maybe I should start doing that a lot more. So again, I will say have a good day, and that is me and you done, and I will see you next week, or maybe might even see you tomorrow. We'll see what the work is like before I decide to do a blog on Friday again like I did last week. So that's it. See you next week.